Hey parents, this is Michelle here from Champions for Our Children, and today I wanted to talk to you specifically about our kids that are high functioning on the spectrum, so you don't want to miss this. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you about something that's going on in our lives. Juliana, I don't know if you all know her story. It's somewhere linked in our YouTube channel. But basically, she went from nonverbal to sign language to word approximations to where she is today. She went from moderate to where she is today. She's thriving. She's in a third grade integrated class in a gen education school. So, most parents, including myself, thought once we got to this point of integration, which was my goal when she was before, school age, I was like, I need to get to integration, That's the holy grail. I think that once I thought we would hit that spot, we would just be, on the Rose Bowl parade, just waving to everybody that we had made it, we're out of the shit club. And then now what I realized, or how I took a really big face first hit with this, is that it's not, you don't recover autism. She's always going to have it. And that as she grows, her autism is going to grow with her. And, autism, age-appropriate problems are going to come with it too. So that's kind of like what we've learned. But my job as her mother is still to make her the best version of herself as possible. So this actual video is for any parents who have a child that is high functioning on the spectrum. And the story I want to share basically is that we recently hired a new RBT to work with my daughter. Now, I don't think she was on the spectrum, but she definitely had spectrum-like tendencies. And in my head, I said, geez, this could be either brilliant or it could be a total disaster. Long story short, she's no longer with us. She, I guess, had made the decision to move on to a different type of job, but she never contacted us. She never gave us notice. She told the agency she was leaving, but the agency wanted her to tell us that she was going. I even gave her openings because I kind of could feel it was very difficult for her to tell us, and she wasn't taking them. Finally, I texted her. I said, I just want to see what's going on with you. I hope we didn't do anything to upset you. And she never responded, and today was supposed to be her last day, and she never showed up. So what do I want to tell you? Why do I tell you the story? Because if she was high functioning, and like my daughter is high functioning, my job isn't over because she's got foundational skills. My job to me isn't over because she could live an independent life now. She could definitely hold a job. She could definitely pay her own bills. She could definitely probably pay for her own house one day. My job is always to make her the best version of herself, meaning that the job is never over just because we have some solid life skills and now she's considered high functioning. What I feel this girl was lacking is what I'm striving for my daughter, what I continue to strive for, which means that, for Juliana now, the majority of her deficits are social in nature. Probably something like this, where, this girl had to have an uncomfortable conversation with me, didn't know how to do it, and this was just the path of least resistance to just kind of ghost us, which is fine. I don't consider it a burnt bridge. I have a lot of compassion because I do feel she had tendencies that were very spectrum-like, but she was high functioning, meaning that she had a lot of, foundational skills as an individual, but when it came to the nuances of social relationships, especially when there could be a challenging conversation to be had, she couldn't handle it. This is when I say, you know what, my job isn't done for Juliana. I need to make sure that she knows how to handle herself in those types of situations. So as parents, I want to just give a shout out to all of us who may have taken our child from nonverbal to where they are high functioning. But I don't want you to just kind of put your feet up on the ottoman. Our jobs are never done as special needs moms and dads and grandparents. I want you to always be striving to make them the best version of themselves. I want to help Juliana to never be in a situation where she's getting jammed up, never be in a situation where it could compromise the ability for her to have quality relationships. This is now my mission. This is now what I'm looking at from where we are. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments or questions, put them below. I'm happy to respond, and I'll talk to you soon.